Hey, this is Carl at NewSeptic, and I'm going to cover the version 2.0 of the software. We've actually completely moved the website location of the software and are now on the domain landplan.io. So that's landplan.io. You can navigate there with a preferably Chrome browser. You can register. There's a free trial, 14 days, and you can set you up with a subscription. So I can log in. I've already registered, so hit log in. And we've pretty much kept the layout of the projects table the same. There's still the same property, soil, and design. We've added the map jump off point from your project records that you have started. And we've basically created a map-centric program now that every project you start will be started from the map. We've done some improvements on the menu. We've included a lot of improvements in the billing and profile and preferences forms. Check those out. And we can start a new project by this button here, create new project from the map. And I'm going to go over a soil test that someone had sent to us and just going to do a quick demo on how to get started. So they sent the map here, this address. So I'm going to go to the project create form. It's asking us, do you want to start a new project or restore your last one? We'll click create new project. So we have our couple improvements, a lot of improvements actually for the create project form. We have the address search. You can type in an address here. We have the ability to enter in coordinates and start a project based on coordinates. Or we have our manual parcel search. So you can enter in a state, a county, and then your parcel ID and search that way. So we also have our geolocation. You can turn on your phone's GPS. We have a mobile-based app that works pretty good at the moment. So I'm going to get this project started. I'm going to go ahead and paste that address I had copied. So we offer now address hits. So I'm going to click on the first one. And we have so at this point we send the latitude, longitude of this site to our database of parcels, and we're going to pull any parcel that we find as for a hit here. And we'll go ahead and select this one. And at this point you can change any of these details here, but we populate the address that you had searched, the state, county, and township, and we also put the parcel ID and the most recent owner that we had. So any of these you can change. I'm just going to abbreviate the address, and you can click the next button. So we populate a default soil data, the kind of core information from the soil report. If you know how to read a soil report, you can enter that in. You can always just tab through it and go to the more advanced input forms to put all of this information in. But if you kind of get the gist of how to enter loading rates and limiting conditions and stuff like that, you can go ahead. I'll take a look at the slope, and it looks like a 2%. I'll add that. And the rest of this info I'll keep as default. Click next. And I did see that the perch seasonal water is at 12 inches and the restrictive layer is at 21. And everything else appears to be not found. So I'll just set this perch seasonal water to 12 and the restrictive layer to 21. Create project and go to map. So with every project with NewSeptic, similar to the old version, we serve up a 2-foot contour layer at minimum, and we serve up any geographic information now that we have on file for that county. And this is the county provided geographic information. A lot of times we have created the contours ourselves, but for instance, the water lines and sewer lines are available for this county, so we have included those. But we start your project by giving you your project parcel. This is kind of central to all the information here with this project. We give you the layers capabilities here, so you can see we have our base layers that we provide, and you can, as you start drawing the features on the map, we'll have this edit layers expand. So if you draw houses and stuff like that, that'll appear over here. And we've expanded the maps capability. We have the ability now to save multiple maps per project. So you could start a project map with your first map and say you want to draw the house and the sewer main and the tank location, and then you want to start a couple different maps for different system types. You can start those here. We've greatly expanded the tools. The edit tools have greatly expanded. We've included a lot more different ways to interact with everything you draw on the map. We've greatly improved a lot of the tool sets. I guess I'll just get started here and draw a property or get started on this. So we can turn on our aerial image. Probably first is best for this property. And I'm going to go ahead and draw the house out. So we have the capability of snapping to features. You can pick what you want to snap to. That's a new addition here. We have these snap guides, which is pretty handy when you're drawing a house. So I could start drawing this, and what the snap guides do is provide you with a 90-degree angle to snap to, and pretty easy way to generate a good-looking building feature. So you can click the escape button if you want to escape out of any tool. Now we can see our building with flow is over here on the left on our layers. You can select that building, and what we do now is we have every feature you draw within the Septic tools. We have properties that can be seen that are stored with that feature. So we have our bedrooms, in our daily flow. You can change any of that info here. This will populate. This sticks with your design. You don't really have to worry about that. You can just keep on moving through your plans. So at this point, we would probably generate a sewer main. Greatly expanded the pipe tools. We've combined them into one tool, and if you click on the pipe tool, it's going to bring up this prompt to see what type of pipe you want to draw. We've broken these down into gravity pipes for the sewer main. The distribution main are gravity-based pipes, and the force main, manifold, and lateral are your pressure main pipes. So we can cover those in greater detail, and that might have to have a video dedicated specifically to that. So the sewer main, I'll click on that, and so we automatically snap to the building, and you can change those snaps once again by clicking on the snap tool options. You can turn them off. You can snap to specific features you want and save those. But for now, I'm just going to draw a sewer main out. Any measurement tool you have, pipe measurement, different line features that you draw, have the measurement shown here. You can double click to finish a feature. So we have the sewer pipe, and as I put my cursor over the pipe, you can see there's a blue dot there. At any time you can tweak that by adding vertexes to this, and you could alter that. And as I do that, you can see the features over here change a little bit. So what we provide a baseline for a lot of the features that you draw on the map. For line features that you draw, we provide a pipe or a length of that feature. So as you move this, it's going to update that feature length here. We provide a pipe start and a elevation and a pipe end elevation, and the way we do that is we as soon as you click on the map to start to draw, we take that latitude, longitude, and we hit our digital elevation model, and that will send back your elevation at that point. And when you double click to end it, we're getting the elevation at that point. And you can see this pipe is going uphill, so we may want to put the system, in the front yard at this point. So say we wanted to move the sewer main, we could do our multi-select tool where we can click on that, drag a box on the feature we want to select, hit delete, and we can move on from there. So we could draw the sewer main in the front. Click this out here. And you can update any of these features. We could round this up just to 40 so it looks better on the map. So now we can see we're going downhill. We have the sewer main out front. So we have our tank tools. At this point, you could click on any one of the tank tools to drop a tank on the map. We have the septic tank, dose tank, pre-treatment, or the treatment train tool. So let's say we wanted to add a treatment train that we commonly use, and we could click on the treatment train button, click on the map where we want to move the tanks. If we don't have a treatment train at this point, we could create one. So we could cover that in a different video, but basic in a nutshell, we can go ahead and create one real quick. We could add a pre-treatment system. So let's do a Norweco Singular. So we can start typing in the treatment system and we see Singular. And this shows the treatment level we treat for that. It's been improved for. And we have this one here that's less than 20 fecal coliform. That's been approved for spray, so we could click that one. It's given us all the components that are in that system. This is a big change that we did from 1.0, so you can add that. So at this point, we would need a dose tank. So we could type in Mac Industries for a local distributor. Click that, 2,000 gallon, draw treatment train. So it's going to draw these tanks going south. So if we click on the, actually turn off the aerial photo so you can see this better. So we can click on the rotate tool and we could start clicking on the features, and if you hold the shift key and keep clicking, you'll select multiple features to rotate, and we can rotate that going north. We could drag, select all these features and click the move button. So we can move this in here, place that like that. And at this point, we could demo maybe putting a spray head back here. We could click on the spray tool and select something that would work for a 3-bedroom. So we have our total required arc with this spray nozzle, and we see it's 344. So we're going to have just an even 360 would do for this spray. And we generate those features. We could rotate those again, click on the spray head and shift and the spray radius. And we'll go ahead and move that. Select them all and put them right against that 50-foot boundary. So now I have the spray heads on there. I can do the force main. So we can connect the force main. It snaps to the spray head. We can connect those 10 feet apart. That works for this. You would connect the dose tank then to the spray heads. I'm sorry, connect, yeah, the dose tank, the dose tank pump line, put that in, and we have our measurement here, and you can change that or add a little bit if you're accounting for maybe the tank, the pipe going into the tank, into the pump. So big change with this as well as you can change the diameter of the pipe. So that's been a big update with the software. So at this point, we got a pretty good working system layout for a spray. You could save this. We have a share feature. You can share this map to an email. That person has to be a NewSeptic member, but we have the print view. The calculator can be accessed from here to generate. That's a high-level overview of the new changes. I definitely can't cover everything. We have a lot of features and just a lot of background stuff we worked on. Appreciate your support. You know, we're trying to build this to be the new standard for septic plans.